No, I won't. Okay, you call me in an hour. Promise? Thanks.
Has Holden got any clues about Luke's whereabouts?
No, not yet.
Then what's he going to call you in an hour with? What, the traffic report?
I think your antibiotics are working. You're becoming insufferable again.
Just give me an hour, baby. I'll get on the phone to my friend at the Justice Department.
No, it's being handled. Can you, please, Mother, can you just stay here and rest?
My grandson must be safe. I'm not going to leave behind me this mess.
Okay, first of all, Holden will find Luke. And you're going to stay here and fight this cancer right here, right now. Oh,
hi.
A chart.
Aha.
Let's hope this is good news.
Good news and better news.
We'll take that, right?
Now, that infection that you picked up in the clinic in Mexico really did a number on your immune system.
Is that the good news?
Well, we caught it in time, and the antibiotic is working well. You're responding well to it. And that means that you can resume your chemotherapy very soon.
Oh, that's great. Did you hear that? You can start your chemotherapy again. That's great news. Good.
Oh, that's just great. I'm supposed to cheer about that. Oh, the chemotherapy, I mean, the cure is worse than the disease. That's the last thing I want to do.
Paul, tell me, please. Paul, tell me, please. Please tell me you know that he's my son. And you know that I'm not crazy. Please, Paul, tell me.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You are not going to believe what happened.
What happened?
I dropped Daniel off at school, and then I went to the hospital to see your sister, and she's been moved to Deerbrook. Paul, the psych hospital. Your sister's been institutionalized.
I know. I committed her. Hi, honey. I'm sorry work took so long. Where are your mom and Will?
With the doctor, I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm just glad I could get a few minutes with you.
You want to help me tell your daddy?
It's what daddies do every chance we get.
Mom wants me to tell the doctors that I know that baby isn't mine, that my baby is dead.
Well, what do you want?
I want someone, just one person, to believe what I believe. That my baby is alive. Please be that person, Daddy.
Honey.
Please be the person that knows that I'm not crazy. My baby is alive, and you can help me prove it.
Where is this mark? It's okay, honey. It's okay. Am I not very good at this?
Hey! What the hell are you doing with that baby?
He started fussing. I think he might be wet or something.
That's the other end, Dusty.
What?
You were tugging at his shirt. Why?
I picked him up because I thought there was something on his neck. A bug bite or something. I don't know.
No, there's nothing there. Okay.
I guess not. I'm sorry. Boy, he's got beautiful skin. He's not a mark on him. He's gorgeous.
Yeah. Were you looking for a specific mark, Dusty? Jennifer sent you here, didn't she?
Jennifer asked me to come here because she asked me to, and Her baby had a stork bite, a mark, you know, on the neck, and I thought...
Rory doesn't have a mark like that.
I know, I see that.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Look again. He doesn't. He never did. And you could have asked.
I'm sorry, I didn't know how you'd be about it.
You know what? If it helps Jennifer, if it keeps her from breaking into my house again and stealing my baby, then I'm really glad you looked. But I think it's time that you left.
I'm sorry I bothered you. Hey, Jack. Dusty?
Did you catch any of that? Dusty's here. What's wrong?
Just saw Iris in the park.
Was she with Gwen?
And the vendor who found the baby that day.
What?
She was trying to give him money.
For what? I can guess. But if Frank thinks that he could change his story, no.
Frank? You two are on a first-name basis?
No. No, I just remembered his name from the police report. At least I thought that was his name.
How far did you take this, Carly? I want the truth this time. All of it.
Can I help you, ma'am?
I need to see the chief of detectives.
Will he know what it's about?
I need to report a crime.
You had your own sister committed to a mental institution?
Jennifer tried to kidnap the baby.
What?
She somehow got out of the hospital and she went over to Carly's and she snuck in, she took the baby, she went back to the Lakeview. And she was ready to take off. She was getting ready to leave town when we found her.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It was a real scene.
Yeah, well, we know why, don't we?
Her doctor said that she was a threat to herself and to the baby. We're lucky that Jack and Carly didn't press charges. That way the state would have committed her, or even worse, put her in jail. One way or another, she wasn't going home after that. I made the best choice that I could make, given the circumstances. What?
What? I just cannot believe what we've done.
We didn't make Jennifer take drugs.
Really? I mean, think about it. She took the drugs because she numbed the pain. We could have ended the pain in 1 second if we told her the truth about the baby.
What's done is done.
You're gonna beat me up over things that we can't change now.
You know, it just gets harder and harder to wait.
Wait for what?
You said that when Jennifer was stronger and was feeling better, we would tell her the truth about the baby. You did say that.
I said I would think about it.
Well, obviously you didn't.
No, I did. I sat right there and I thought about it. I went over every possible scenario in my head. And every way that I played it out, Craig wins.
Oh, so we're back to Craig?
So you go ahead. You play it out then.
What?
Go on.
What?
We tell Jennifer that Rory Cabot is her baby. What happens next?
She gets custody.
How's she gonna get custody? She's been on a crystal meth binge. Nobody's gonna give her custody of a baby. The state is gonna say that the baby has to be in a safe house, probably keep him at the Snyders, where he is now. So what does change?
She gets better. She gets better because she knows her baby is alive.
Maybe. That is a big maybe. Here's what will happen for certain. Craig will take it to court immediately, and even a guy behind bars will convince a judge that an unstable drug addict of a woman isn't fit to raise his child. Jennifer gets her baby back only to lose him all over again. And she will never recover from that. My way. She gets a chance to heal, and a chance maybe to keep Craig out of her life.
If she doesn't? What if she doesn't heal because she knows in her bones that her baby is out there somewhere? Can you live with that, Paul? Because I can't.
A blood test. Dad, it's simple. You can do that. You're a cop. You can get a court order to get a blood sample from my baby.
Jen, your baby
Okay. The baby that Carly has that they call Rory. You can get a blood sample and then compare it to the blood results from my baby from the hospital, okay? You can do that, Dad. You can. You can make the whole police force jump if you want to.
I need cause to go.
No, you have
forward,
cause.
Jen.
I saw my baby. I know him, and he is with the wrong people. It's simple. It's just a blood test.
I'll see what I can do.
No, you won't. You still think I've lost my mind. I can hear it in your voice. Never
Jen,
mind.
don't do that. I'm here and I want to help you.
You don't really. But it's fine. Because I can find somebody else who will. Hey.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
You want something?
No, I just left here, and I have dinner plans tonight.
I'll make it quick. You know that birthmark on Jen's baby, the stork bite, you said it fades away over time?
Yeah,
How quickly?
sometimes in weeks.
So it's likely that Jen's baby wouldn't have one anymore.
Jen's baby is dead, Dusty, so yeah, that would be a safe bet. You went and checked Carly's baby, didn't you?
At least I can tell her I checked myself. She's not going to give up unless I bring her evidence. Then she might let it go.
Is this what you really want?
If it's the truth, yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah, what?
Well, if you really want this drama to be over with, there's a very simple way to put this to rest.
Really? How's that?
Jennifer's baby would have had blood work done at birth. So would Gwen's. It's part of the records. So when Carly took Gwen's baby for his first checkup, they would have to repeat the same tests.
If the baby that Carly has is really Jennifer's baby, then the blood test results wouldn't match.
That's right.
It would match the results of Jennifer's baby.
And if it's Gwen's baby, the blood test would tell you that too.
I gotta get the test results.
Well, you need permission from the family.
Well, that's not gonna happen. I mean, Carly's been sympathetic so far, but she doesn't really like me right now. And she's been keeping Gwen away.
How about a court order?
No, if I know that the blood tests don't match, then we can start busting down doors. But not until then. I mean, if it doesn't happen, Jennifer's gonna be heartbroken. Yeah, it's gonna kill her.
Well, you'd be surprised what people can get through in life.
You've seen her. Do you think she can take much more?
No, she's pretty fragile.
I mean, doesn't the staff have access to those things? You could take a look for me, couldn't you?
If I go into confidential patient records without authorization, I can lose my job, not to mention my license.
By looking at some blood work?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Forget I asked. I'll handle it.
Well, handle it how?
Don't worry about it.
Dusty, as bad as it would be for me to get caught, you could get in real trouble with the law.
With a D felony, that's not trouble with the law.
Dusty,
Don't worry about it. Don't you have a dinner date to go to anyway?
so you would risk going to jail to get a medical file when we both know what it would say, so you could just tell Jennifer something that she's too messed up to believe anyway?
Meg, forget that we had this conversation. All right? You know nothing.
Wait, Dusty. I'll do it.
Are you telling me that you're going to tell Jennifer about the baby without me?
I don't want to do anything without you. We're in this together.
Doesn't feel like that to me right now.
Look, this is something that is between us for the rest of our lives. That's why I push. I need to make sure we can live with this.
I can live with anything that keeps Jennifer safe. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but we don't know that keeping her from the baby does that.
Keeps her away from Craig. Otherwise, she has to live the rest of her life fighting him.
What if she spends the rest of her life fighting to find her baby? Is that any better?
I don't know.
I want her to be safe, Emily, that's all. I just want my sister to have the best, safest, happiest life that she can have.
I wish I had a brother grown up like you, who loved me as much as you love her.
Make me a deal. Okay? Go to the hospital. See your sister in the light of day now that everything's calmed down, okay? And if you can honestly tell me that she is better off not knowing about the baby, I'll let it go.
You mean that?
I could live with it if you can.
You bribed a man to drug a girl you wanted to make look like a negligent mother, and then you had that man destroy the evidence of the drugging. That's assault, obstruction of justice. Then you lied about it in family court. That's perjury. Oh, then, of course, you lied to a cop. That probably didn't mean that much to you.
Jack!
Seeing that you lied to this cop every damn day of your life, it was probably just business as usual for you.
Wait a second! Because I don't really understand this. You already knew about this. I mean, I guess I didn't say it in so many words, but you must have known that I broke the law, so what's so different now?
Well, now I can't say maybe. Honey, now I know, and it's even worse than I thought.
Oh, you want to know what I thought? I thought about how I'd feel when Gwen really did endanger Rory's life, and I had to read about it in the paper instead of being there to take care of him.
Did you even think about what you did to her? You drugged an innocent girl.
Oh.
You could have killed her.
Oh, Jack, please.
No, as far as you know, honey, you could have given her something that she was allergic to. Maybe she had a bad reaction to.
It was not cyanide. It was just a gentle, over-the-counter sleeping aid. Let's not get carried away, all right?
Oh, we're at least 2 felonies past carried away. Did you hear that? Felonies. You've gone way too far.
The numbers that you got from that clinic in Mexico were probably the result of the chemotherapy that you had here.
Or they were made up. This guy was a quack. Who knows what he was passing off as treatment at that place? Alternative medicine? It's another word for garbage.
No, not all alternative medicine, as long as it's used in this case with chemotherapy.
Oh, well, thank you. But may I ask a question? Won't that do away with and ruin all the good results I had with the alternative medicine?
Wait, who was telling you this? That cute little doctor down in Mexico?
Hey, pipe down. The woman that told me about the clinic. Let's talk to her. She can tell you.
Yes, I would like to talk to her, as a matter of fact.
Because she was a vibrant, living, thriving example of what you can do without chemicals.
Who is this?
That you have to promise no retribution because she happens to be on the staff.
Oh, you're joking.
She's a lovely woman. I mean, she gave me more comfort than anybody, and you should be proud that you have people of that caliber working here at the hospital.
What's her name?
She's a special massage therapist, and her name is Beverly Neal. Well, let's get her in here, and let's let her tell all 3 of us together.
We can't do that, Lucinda.
Oh, don't tell me you fired her.
Beverly Neal died 2 days ago.
You've already seen her?
I found out where she was this morning and how she got here.
Wasn't about to make phone calls late last night.
You weren't about to call me at all.
I knew you'd find out how. I don't think it mattered how. If you want to come at me for putting Jennifer in here, go ahead, get in line. My voice mailbox is filled with Barbara's thoughts on what an idiot I am.
You did the right thing. As much as I hate to see Jen here, it only takes about 5 minutes to see how much she needs. How much she needs help.
I was hoping she'd be better this morning.
Really? Why don't you see for yourself?
Hey, Jen. Nurse said you slept great. How you doing? Yeah, bet you're tired of hearing that question already. Okay, here we go. Got, Belgian chocolates. Latest fashion rags. There's a nifty little quote in this one from our dear friend Tandy on the vital importance of fuchsia this fall. Okay, look, I know it's trivial, but that's kind of the point, okay? You give your mind a rest. So what do you say?
I'd say you have a very guilty conscience.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Just tell me what you want, Iris. Just name your price.
I want that baby safe. And no kid is safe with you.
And if you won't help me, then I will find someone who will. Hell, maybe I'll even call Craig.
Craig!
She's torn
Why can't I get you out of my head?
between a rebel she can't resist
Whatever the hell this is between us, I'm tired of fighting it.
and the man she knows is right.
I want to marry Tammy. Can I have your permission to marry your daughter?
This week on Guiding Light, CBS Daytime.
Hi.
What do you want?
I was hoping for come on in, have a cup of tea.
On what planet?
Not on this one, I guess. It would have made the apology easier.
I'm sorry, did you say apology?
I never used to have to track you down to make one. Come on, we always fight, and then a couple days later you come by my house.
Yeah,
make
well,
up.
things are a-changing.
I guess so. Here I am to say I'm sorry. Now can I come in?
Mother, I'm expecting a call from Paul, okay? It's important.
I can leave the minute you want me to. Oh, look! Oh, you must be so happy to have Dan back here with you.
Yeah, of course I'm happy.
Good. And Paul, is he happy?
You really want to know about Paul?
Yes.
Paul's fine. He's fine. I'm fine. Everybody's fine.
Then why do you look like you haven't slept in weeks? You look haggard.
Thanks, Mother. It was great of you to stop by.
No, I don't mean haggard. I mean, I'm worried about you.
Why? Because I must be messing up somewhere in my life, and you are here to point it out to me, right?
No, because life is hard, even when you're not doing anything to mess it up. I heard about Jennifer. That must be taking a toll on Paul.
Yes, it's been very hard on the both of us, but we are going to get through it.
Good.
It is.
What is it? You look like you wanted to tell me something since I walked in the door.
Just go. Go away, Mom.
Honey, what is bothering you?
Nothing. Just everything is fine, okay? Paul and I are great. We are connecting on every level, every day.
But what?
Oh, God. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if you get to be happy when you know it's at someone else's expense.
Dr. Michaels laid it on the line. She said that you posed a threat to yourself and to those around you. Do you know what that phrase means?
Yes, I know what it means legally, but I'm not crazy. And this is wrong. And if you had just backed me up.
You broke into somebody's house and took a baby from his bed.
My baby, Paul. And if you had just once said, maybe she's right. You know, if we just listened to her, just that much.
Jennifer, you won't be here forever, okay? We'll get you detoxed, and once you're steady with that, then you can come home. We can still go to Europe. You don't remember?
I wouldn't cross the street with you.
Jennifer.
You're not my brother. Not anymore.
Even if Frank comes forward and says something, he can't prove it. I gave him cash. And if Iris paid him too, then that means he's tainted, right? Nobody's ever gonna believe him.
Especially if she pays him in cash, too.
Oh, come on, Jack. You want me to feel lousy? All right, I do. I feel lousy. I'm sorry that I had to do it. But I did what I had to do. I had to protect that baby.
You think a judge sees it that way? Especially with Iris involved now? You think she keeps quiet about your history together?
We can't let it come to that, because this is nothing like what happened then.
No, it isn't, honey. This time, you're an adult and you knew exactly what you were doing. That's what's scary.
Jack!
I gotta get back to work.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Nobody got hurt. Just remember that when you think you can't live with it. Nobody got hurt.
We got hurt. Or doesn't that count?
Hello? What can I do for you, Miss...
Dombrowski. Iris Dombrowski. I was hoping that I could help you, or at least sleep at night. It's about what I saw.
Saw where?
The other day, Main Street at the courtyard. You know, I should have said something then, but it seemed like the baby was okay.
What baby?
The baby that went missing. But they found him immediately, so I thought, maybe I misunderstood. Maybe it wasn't what it looked like.
Is this about the incident that happened the other day?
Yeah. It was a sunny day, so a lot of people were out. I was at the park, and that's when I saw this guy take this baby.
Hold it. Just wait a minute, Miss...
Dombrowski.
Dombrowski. Just back up and tell me exactly what happened here.
Okay. I saw this girl, and she was sitting on a bench with a baby. She was a blonde girl, young.
What drew your attention to her?
I guess because she was so young. Anyway, so, you know, she starts getting tired, like, from out of nowhere. And she drops off to sleep right there with the baby sitting in the pram. It wasn't a minute before this ice cream guy shows up and he wheels the baby pram off.
You saw this guy come in and take the pram?
Yeah, it was just as she fell asleep.
And you say it was the ice cream guy?
Well, you know, he was a guy who had a cart that sold those things. It could have been, I don't know, ice cream or soda or something.
You hang on right there. I want to get an officer to take your statement. Do you think you could describe this guy?
Well, I could sure try.
How can you be sure that it was cancer? I mean, she was the picture of health walking around here.
There was an autopsy. Would you believe that?
I'd like to see it. Yes.
Well, then I'll get it.
Okay.
I can't believe you. You just sent Dr. Hughes to get an autopsy that shows the obvious? Mother.
My darling Lily, nothing is obvious to me, not anymore.
You scare the hell out of me, you know that? You would do it, right? You would just jump off a cliff because you think you can fly.
Possibly, if that's the way I want to go.
You're so sick of life? You're sick of all of us? I know you're sick of me right now. That I understand. Well, what about Sierra? What about Lucy? What about Faith? What about Natalie? What about Luke? You're willing to risk the rest of their lives?
I'm not going to. I'm going to give them the best I've got. I just want to do it, not looking like a zombie. I want to be me. I don't want to be the disease.
I would rather them see a disease than see you as a corpse. I want you alive. I would never look at you and see a disease. Okay, would you please get the chemotherapy?
Okay, I'm so sorry about that.
It's all right, I'll get it. What do you think you're doing? Your shift is over. No putting in for overtime your first week.
Well, don't worry, I punched out. I'm just doing some extra paperwork on my time off.
Well, that's above and beyond.
Well, I like doing it. You know, it gets me familiar with all the cases on my floor.
I could use a whole staff of nurses like you, Meg.
Wow, that's way too much to live up to.
Listen, you go home. You've done enough for one day.
Yeah, just a few more minutes, and then I'll go home with a clear mind.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Miss Dombrowski's statement and her description of this guy sounds exactly like the guy that was at the scene, so I want you to go get him, bring him in. Just a follow-up routine questioning. No cuffs, no arrest. We just bring him in nice and easy, then we rattle his cage, okay? Go.
So, is that it?
For now.
all this trouble and lost sleep for nothing?
Oh, not really. We're going to bring the vendor in for questioning. Anything else, we'll let you know. Oh, and thank you for coming in. A lot of people wouldn't have bothered.
Oh, my conscience wouldn't let me sit home anymore. I had to say something. Woo! Well, that's me here.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah. Hello? I'm taking care of business. Well, right now, this minute? What's so urgent? All right, I'll be on my way.
Get out. Now. Do you want me to call the attendants and have them drag you up? Because that is a lot of fun, let me tell you.
I was just trying to help you.
If you wanted to help, then you would help me get my baby.
I can't. I wouldn't help you, Jennifer.
You think it wouldn't help to have my baby?
Not if your baby was not...
He
no.
is alive, Paul. I know that it's hard to believe, but it's true.
You think that, Jennifer, and I get why you would want to think that.
But if you think I stay here, then I'll forget. If I stay here long enough, I'll forget, and I will never forget, Paul, and I will never quit. And if you won't help me, then I will find someone who will help. Maybe I'll even call Craig. Craig? Yes. It's his son, too. And maybe he is the only other person who will care enough to help me. If he knew my baby was alive, he would help me.
That's insane. Look, I realize that that's a very sensitive word to use in a place like this, but the idea of involving Craig, Jennifer, the whole point of all of this was to try and get you and your baby away from Craig. Craig is lethal. Do you have any idea what this man will do to you?
It couldn't be worse than this. I would gladly take anything that Craig would throw at me if it meant that I could have my baby.
What makes you think you can summon me anytime you want?
You came.
Idle curiosity.
When I called, you said you were taking care of business. I hear you've been real busy. Bribing a certain vendor in the park?
I don't bribe.
Sure, right. You draw the line at extortion. Come on, Iris. What are you up to now?
Everything's fine here. Actually, everything's pretty good. Mother is, her infection is gone, and she looks beautiful. No, really, everything's fine.
Hey, let me talk to him.
Mother would like to talk to you. Hold on.
Hi, Holden. I'm sending Lily down to help you out in Mexico. No, it's okay. I'm resuming the chemotherapy as per schedule next week. No, Sierra's here. One's enough. Well, look, this could be the start of a great adventure. As someone said, it builds character. And as a matter of fact, I've got a funny razor. Maybe I'll shave my head. Okay. No, hold on, I can't hear you. Ah, all right. In an hour? Good. We'll be here.
I love you, Mother.
And don't fight me. Go to Mexico and find your son.
I don't want to leave you here.
If you don't go to Mexico, I'm not going to have the chemotherapy.
That's blackmail.
Thank God. Some things don't change.
Just tell me what you want, Iris. Just name your price.
I want that baby safe, and no kid is safe with you.
That's what you think? That's why you want to set me up?
Oh, you did that all yourself.
You don't know what you're saying.
Yeah? Then why did you call me up all jumpy trying to do damage control?
Nobody got hurt.
Oh, well, nothing to be worried about then, right?
Iris, we can work it out.
Oh, too late. You should have thought before you spit in my face again.
You get in my way, Iris. I swear it. You will be sorry.
Not half as sorry as you're gonna be. Now go ahead. Push me again.
You okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for going easy on Jen last night.
What do you mean?
You and Carly could have pressed charges.
It's not always the answer, is it?
No, not always. Jen's locked up in Deerbrook now, so she won't be able to get near the baby again.
I'm so sorry, Al. How is she?
I really can't tell. She...
Hey.
Look, at least nobody got hurt, right?
That counts. We can overlook a lot if it all comes out okay in the end.
Hey, listen, something else came up. Did you ever come across a woman named Iris Dombrowski?
Why?
Well, she came forward with some pretty serious accusations about the incident that happened in the park the other night about the baby.
Like what?
Well, it looks like we're about to find out. The vendor who found the baby is just on his way in for questioning.
Here, be quick. I have to bring him back.
Why, trouble?
Besides the chief of staff catching me red-handed?
Really?
Yeah, really. I handled it.
I appreciate it. So what's up?
Well, the blood work is stapled on the inside cover of each shirt.
Good news?
Well, take a look for yourself. Then you could tell Jennifer the truth and tell her that you saw it yourself in black and white.
Why does it sound like the truth is gonna hurt people?
Because it already started.
You don't even know what you're saying.
Yes, I do. You think that there's anything that I wouldn't go through to hold my baby again? There's nothing. Nothing anybody could do that matters more.
Not even Craig.
Not even Craig. Paul.
You mean that? God help you, Jennifer. Do you mean that?
Yes. Paul?
I can't do this anymore. This has to stop right now.
On the next As the World Turns.
What is that?
Blood test results for Jen's baby and baby that Carly has.
I want to see you really pay for what you've done. That's going to happen real soon because I have made sure of it.
I'm BJ Green at your service.
Pleasure to meet you.
You gonna let me turn you into a butt-busting star or what?